My name is Ann, and I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. What had happened to me was so sudden and so something that I never expected to happen to me in my whole life. So, that's what made it so difficult at first. But after I'd been here for 1 or 2 times, I was ready to come every day, every time. Yeah, because the group is so friendly, and our leader is so nice, and the whole area is so nice that it makes you very comfortable. And you soon become like very close friends, and you have a really good time. And this is very important for somebody who's gone through a big change in their life. You have to feel that you're important to somebody, that you fit in. And this really did it for me. So it was great. It's not something that you have to be any particular personality or anything. You can just be yourself, and it doesn't matter if you're quiet. They appreciate that too. If you talk all the time like I do, then, it fills in blanks sometimes. So it's very nice. It really is. It makes you so aware of what you should be thankful for. Well, my husband looked it up for me. I had an accident. I jumped a fence that was probably knee-high trying to catch my son's dog because he just loves this dog. And I thought, if that dog gets away, I might as well leave town. But we got him. And in the meantime, when I jumped the fence, it turned me like that. And I fell on my head right here. And that caused a lot of problems. It caused a lot of problems that I never thought I'd have. I developed some, dementia. And it was because of that blow that I hit right here. And who knows, maybe I had it beforehand, but we just weren't aware of it. It's kind of hard to say. The doctor said it's really hard to diagnose that one way or the other. But we weren't aware of it if it did happen beforehand. But he pretty much felt like that kind of triggered it. And I had always heard of dementia as being, you'd lose your own self that you were, and you'd become very withdrawn, and you'd lose a lot of your friendships because they wouldn't want to be around somebody that was kind of crazy, as they thought it, I mean, to be honest, most people think of people with dementia as being a little bit either slow or people that don't quite have it anymore. So I had to overcome that, and I had to realize that that wasn't part of me. And if I didn't want to make it part of me, then I'd just have to go along in my ordinary personality. So that's what I had to do. And if you don't like it, you just have to leave, So, because I've always I've loved laughing and going places and doing things. But I've had to change that a bit because you can't do quite some of the things that you did before. You have to be more careful. Like my balance was kind of thrown off a little bit. And before I know it, I'd bend down to get something and I'd be on my head, and that's kind of embarrassing. So I had to be careful and not bend over like that anymore. But, you get used to those things. It's like if you break your leg, you can't get up and just run across, the street because you're all geared up in that cast and you just can't run across the street in front of a car. It's just not suitable, is it? So, you learn to live with things. And I'm sure most people do, people that have broken limbs, or maybe they've suffered a stroke or anything like that. My mother suffered a stroke, and although she learned to talk again, and everything, we learned to laugh again about things. So she was, I kind of admired her will to get better, and I thought, man, I'm not going to let this get me down. It's just, and a lot of people will think that, they think, oh, no, nobody'd want to be around me anymore. But that's not true. Because if they don't know that's what you have, they don't realize it. And when you think about it that way, you think, well, hey, this isn't so bad, I mean, there are a lot of worse things that could have happened to me. I could have lost my eyesight. My hearing's going anyway, so, that happens when you get older, so you just have to kind of accept those things.